LSU Odyssey Oddcast. Victory celebration video? Or what the hell is this? I can't find my face. Where's my face? Alex Lifeson's Wawa. Oh my God, that's riff right here. This riff coming up right here, guys. Oh my God, this is what makes it all alive. Oh God. I love you, man. He's rocking the bass, man. What is up, everybody? It's been a crazy weekend with LSU taking down Mississippi State 31-16. Absolutely shocking and stunning the college football world, who were really quite right at home, taking the mickey out of LSU, taking the piss out of LSU, putting their fist up our ass against LSU. You know, they were all right at home, with LSU being the doormat, right? LSU being the doormat for Alabama, the doormat for the SEC West, the doormat. I mean, everyone was just talking about every team in the world as if they were better than LSU. Head and shoulders better above LSU, right? You heard a lot of stuff about Brian Kelly being completely out of his depth, right? That he would never win an SEC game in his entire career, it seemed. Like, this guy would just never be able to beat anybody, right? Just because of a missed PAT at the end of the Florida State game. Well, I understand there was a ton of criticism, and there was a lot to criticize again on Saturday. But the point is, in the end, LSU were dominant in the fourth quarter, which is when it matters most. 21-0 in the fourth quarter. Now this is really important to me, held Mississippi State to 3 second-half points. Now, we've got two post-game, an article and a video, almost 40-minute post-game show. We were going to go on a lot longer, but baby mama's sick. Mama Chelsea is sick. Baby's a little fussy. We had to really step in and we had to be the mom this weekend, guys. We had to be the mom. We had to be the mom this weekend while trying to cover LSU as much as possibly could. And it was a very in-demand weekend with LSU kicking so much ass and being there. And I believe that we really did our best to provide coverage. Coverage only like you can find at LSUODYSSEY.com. But what I really wanted to talk about with this video, okay, there has been a lot of discussion about the quarterbacks and a lot of discussion about the passing game. There's even been people calling for Garrett Nussmeier right now to take over the job from Jayden Daniels. Okay, I understand Jayden Daniels was, let's just be honest. He was bad throwing the football. Once again, he was bad throwing the football against Florida State for 3.5 quarters, and then got it going in that fourth quarter and led what should have been a game-winning comeback, really. LSU goes for 2. The game's over. LSU are now 3-0. Okay, that close to being 3-0 while playing like absolute shit on offense. The receiving core and Jayden Daniels are not on the same page at all. Anyone who's ever played receiver knows that it takes 2 to tango. Sometimes the route was run a little bit wrong, and the timing was off because of the route. Sometimes the timing is off because of the quarterback. Sometimes it's both. You know, it's never so simple as that was Jayden's fault, that was this guy's fault. But the point is they're not on the same page. Not. Okay? Now, there's every chance for that to improve. Okay? And Jayden Daniels should get better. I'm just going to say this right now. If he wants to go to the NFL after this season, if he thinks he can go to the NFL after this season, good luck, because every NFL GM in the world is going to see that receiving core, and they're going to see those passes, and they're going to say, what were you looking at? How did you miss that? He's going to have to answer those questions. He's going to have to improve. And I know he's working with the best quarterback gurus, okay? Working with Jordan Palmer, working with all these guys, okay? And he has the resources and the financial backing to get the best trainers. I can only think that Jayden Daniels will improve. But when you're talking about getting rid of a guy who literally just led LSU to 2 double-digit comeback victories with a piecemeal offensive line, without any rhythm with his quarterbacks, I mean, just stop. Just stop right there. Just stop right there. Garrett Nussmeier, did you see the interceptions against Southern? I'm just wondering, if you're saying Nussmeier should take over Jayden Daniels' spot, I really wonder if you're watching LSU football. Did you watch the interceptions against Southern? Quite frankly, there are plays, and I'm a big proponent of Garrett Nussmeier. Anyone who reads my stuff knows I think he's going to be a damn good quarterback. He has it in him to be a great quarterback. The problem is he thinks he can make every throw. And there's simply times where he just throws it up and just hopes and prays. And I learned that very harshly last week. And you're seeing a lot of people who still have not learned that lesson. They're clamoring for Nussmeier to come back and take over Jayden Daniels' role because they don't like that Jayden Daniels keeps running. Well, I'm sorry, but those legs are winning us games. And it might not be the way that you or I want LSU to win games, but it's the way we're winning games. And, I just think, yes, it's a different LSU than we were expecting. And it's hard to see those receivers being wasted. And we're not going to beat Alabama, Arkansas, the top teams in the SEC West or SEC without passing the ball to these guys. We're just simply not. But saying that we got to go to Nussmeier right now, or even Walker Howard, like I've been seeing, you guys just don't know what the hell you're talking about. I'm sorry. And then seeing when people criticize Jayden Daniels, seeing how trigger happy people get, to freak out, to lash out, to call people a Nussmeier loyalist, or even say that people want just a white quarterback. People are getting ridiculous with some of the stuff they're saying to each other in the LSU fan base. The LSU fan base needs to get a grip with that type of stuff. We all have our guys, we all have our factions, we all have these players that we're tight with and rooting for, that we know. And so you got your guy, right? And your guy better than anyone. And if you say anything against your guy, if you question his play, if you say, hey, he didn't make a good play, say he needs to improve, then you're going at him, right? And you want the other guy, right? Like, just calm down, everybody. Calm down and stop thinking everything is so black and white, okay? It's really not like that. Okay? I think we just put up a really good, nuanced piece writing, and then we did a post-game show where we talked about Jayden Daniels' struggles, and we talked about why he's still the best option for LSU. I mean, I just don't know how you could come away with thinking anything else. And seeing people kind of jump on, like my guy Stephen Miller. Oh wait, did I get his last name wrong? Stephen? I can't remember his last name, but Stephen, awesome dude. D24 Sports, at D424 Sports, something like that. He's an awesome, big-time LSU fan. I'm sure you know him. He posted some criticism of Jayden Daniels, while not really saying Jayden should be pulled or anything like that, but just saying he's missing throws, which is quite obvious. And someone posts, so I guess you're the last one on the NUS bus, you know, like, it's just getting ridiculous, guys. I mean, it's not one or the other. It's not you're either with us or against us. There are some obvious misses here by Jayden Daniels that must be called into question, just as much as you can praise him for his comeback. I think both need to be under a spotlight because both are true, and both are big points of why LSU are in the position they're in right now. Kayshon Boutte, 0 touchdowns through 3 games. Kayshon Boutte leading total of 40-something yards in a single game. Leading catch rate of 5 against Southern. No 100-yard receiver. It's got to be changed. It's got to be fixed. LSU's passing game is so woeful right now, and there's so much possibility there. We're going to be jumping into it all week long, okay? Talking what we learned from this game, what's coming up, all of it leading up to New Mexico this week. Join us on LSUODYSSEY.COM.